Fnatic's turn to ban.
Okay, tiny ban from Fnatic again. Is this because of the Echo Saber thing? Like, I'm not sure what the tiny build is anymore. Haven't really been keeping up with this patch. I'm assuming that's the reasoning. Could be wrong though, who knows. coL ban Bounty Hunter again. They dislike the hero. I think it's a strong hero, so it makes sense to me. It fucks up games. Am I watching the wrong game? I'm pretty sure I'm watching the wrong game here. Oh no, okay, that's the right one. Oh, the opener is... Alright. So this is tripping me out because the opener is exactly the same. Okay, so coL go for Darkseer Lion instead. Fnatic still go with their Beastmaster. They also ban Doom, that's fine. Really strong hero, okay. Lion Beastmaster, or Lion Darkseer is strong just because of the Vacuum Impale combo. Can create some comebacks stuff. Or crush team fights that you're already ahead in. Okay, Witch Doctor. Okay, that's fine. No issues really. It's fine support against Darkseer. Lifestealer ban again by coL.
Fnatic's turn to ban. 10 seconds remain. 5 seconds.
Okay. Also the Drow ban, that's interesting. It's pretty good with these two heroes though, so.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick.
Okay, ET.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I do like UT Darkseer. It's that Echo Stomp sets up for easy vacuums if you're really behind. Or Splitter and Vacuum naturally combo well as well. Damn it, Echo Stream. Hi Noah, what's up? Alright. Nyx Witch Doctor, okay. What is the reasoning for this Nyx pick other than killing these two heroes? I mean, that's all you really need. It's really good anti-vacuum. Like anti-vacuum combos, that's fine. Other than that, I don't see the function too much. Okay, yeah, so this is it. Okay, so the Nyx is like just okay against Darkseer and Lion, pretty good hero. And also it happens to be good with Spectre, who they plan on going for, which is fine. He can scout for early kills early on, which is nice. Get Spectre into the game regardless of how she does in lane, as long as she gets level 6, which is cool. coL pick up Potom, just a good hero with ET, I think. I really like this combo actually. I think it's quite strong. Okay, that's fine. DK ban from coL. They don't really have any ways to deal with it. Oh, they have ET, but I don't think Dragon Blood is base armor, so it's not that good actually. Okay. Windranger and Sven pickups. Not too much to say about this really. Windranger is probably just good against Potom in lane. I'd imagine this hero is really annoying for a lot of heroes, so Windranger is probably fine. Sven is just good with Darkseer and like all their AoE. Seems fine to me. Also, they can't really punish him with the Nyx, so seems good. Okay. So things to note this game. It's a Nyx support who starts boots, so he's going to be roaming maybe. I'm not sure, but who knows. Okay, so he goes up there. It's fine. Windrunner, standard items. Spectre, standard items again. Why does he do this? What the fuck? That's so weird. I guess Mushi waited to buy his items until he saw who was laning down here. I guess that might be it. I think you should just go with these items anyway, but whatever. I can't imagine like what else you could get other than like save your items, or your save your gold, which is fine. Okay. Standard stuff. A lot of boots supports. Like ET and Nyx both have boots. Interesting. I do like boots ET with Darkseer. It's quite strong. A lot of kill pressure early, at least at level 1.
Every coin helps.
Okay. Okay, Ohio leashing the creeps, that's good. It's pretty annoying lane. This is actually very significant because this lane would be really annoying for Ohio. These guys just have 2 stuns and a lot of damage. That's just a disaster for anyone, especially a melee offlaner. So this is a really good play. Okay, hello, Smacks. Are the 2 S's silent at the end? But anyway, okay. Windrunner. First bottom, should pull up CS, okay. I'd imagine this is pretty much of a wash of a lane with emphasis on Windrunner winning. But bottom has more kill pressure. I think that's how the lane goes. Windrunner wins naturally unless bottom gets a solo kill with arrow. I guess it depends on how many arrows bottom hits really, but yeah. I'd imagine this is naturally Windrunner favored. Okay. Notice this timing. Again, this is like Z-Freak pulling, or this is an offlaner pulling. This is just creates pressure on the safe lane. Like it makes Spectre tank this creep wave, and you also get free CS for your lane. So this is really good. Good play by Z-Freak. Is this like a trend lately? I don't know. It's something that seems to be happening a lot, but it's really good. I like it. Okay. I'm not sure if the splitting of the creep wave was intentional, but it's fine. Okay. X-Window's positioning. He's like, he knows he can deny these two creeps, and he knows that's very significant. So, you know, he goes for him. He positions himself in between him and Spectre, so it's cool. Okay. Z-Freak ends up going back top. It's fine. Okay. Okay, so Fnatic is like dominating these lanes. Well, dominating. They're like up in CS in all lanes, but the biggest thing is like Beastmaster is farming. I think that's really significant. Basically, his hero can kill 4 out of 5 heroes on complexity solo if he keeps up in levels and farm. He gets like a 10-minute necro. Oh, okay, so was that a solo kill or was that a... Oh yeah, that's an echo stomp. Okay, so this is like kind of what I was talking about earlier with the ET Potom combo, is any stomp turns into a kill pretty much on pretty much most heroes. I think any hero early on actually. But yeah, so this is cool. Good gank by Z-Freak.
I'll take that.
Okay. Speed up, pretty standard stuff going on so far. DJ coming back top. They're having a lot of emphasis on Nyx leeching top XP, which is fine with me. As long as Ohio gets his 5 and 6, you know, relatively quickly, he's good. He hasn't more than enough, or more than fast enough, so it's fine. Okay. Bottom's got a regen. I'd expect a Moonlight gank to happen pretty soon, probably on top lane. I guess, okay, they're just doing the non-Moonlight gank. That's fine, sort of. Okay. I think Chessie just went a little bit too early.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not sure. Oh, whatever. I mean, it ends up just being a support trade, which is fine. Okay. Nothing too much to say about that. Is Mirana just being spammed these days because of the stun and the Ags? I think the Ags is a big one. It's just like being able to do 1025 damage or whatever insane number it is to somebody, and like, you know, 600 damage or something like that in an area around you. It makes the hero good because her problem was damage output. Like, she was safe, she could lane really well, she could push out waves, but she could never do damage in fights until the axe was introduced. So that's why she's being picked mostly. Just a good fighting hero now. What's up, Pachiko? Okay. So what happens here? ET ends up getting ganked. He goes for Tranquil. This is fine. Okay, not much to say about that. Haya's gonna go down here. Jesse gives a kill to Handskin, and it's mostly to preserve his own life, which is cool. I like that. He didn't want to risk getting, like, you know, shackled into power shot or something like that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, he ends up going for a Morbid Mask over Helm of the Iron Will, which is interesting. That's fine though. I usually like Iron Will a little bit better, but Mask is better if you're just hitting creeps. Okay. Okay. Phase Earn on Spectre. Curious to see what he goes on Spectre. Though honestly, like after seeing Mushi's anti-mage builds last game, I don't know if I want to like watch this guy's items, but I kind of do out of like morbid curiosity. But okay. Tome of Knowledge pickup by Nyx. Huge pickup. Game winning. I like it. Okay. Oh, that's gonna. Oh no, he is 6. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say that's gonna get him a 6, but he already is. It's interesting that he's showing on the map here when he's 6. He's just kind of like letting the enemy team know where he is, unless he plans on like immediately leaving and using that as kind of like a smokescreen kind of play. So he ends up going bottom. Tired. Okay. DJ kind of chokes the stun. He ends up getting it though, which is good. Z-Freak knows he can't run this way. Like, his only chance is like running this way and then juking to the left. Like, basically, if he goes here, he guaranteed dies because Nyx will get a stun. Or he doesn't even have to get a stun at that point. So yeah, that makes sense to me. So he made a okay option here after he already, you know, messed up and got caught. Okay decision, rather. It's a better way to put it. Okay, I think the sub should be stacking Ancients right now, but I assume there's too much fighting going on to do it. Yeah, I would agree that Ancient stacking would be nice. Radiant has no way to do it, so it would be beneficial for complexity. I think the big thing with their team composition is that it's really centered around like ET and Potom getting kills together. And in order for that to happen, you know, they need to be doing stuff. And ET can't be stacking Ancients if he's doing that. Unless he like stacks and then heads towards mid or whatever. But yeah. I think the timing is just a little bit awkward, but I do agree that that would be a good idea for them. Okay. Go for a random arrow on these two. Might just pick up by Potom. I kind of like that. I mean, it makes sense if you're going for Ags, I think. Especially if you're going for Ags bots. Okay, that's fine with me. Also, Radiant isn't a team that's like going to just end the game in like 20 minutes or whatever, so it's fine with me. Okay. I'm tired. Fight bottom. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that if Complexity lose a team fight here, the game is going to be like Radiant just all of a sudden get a Rax, or like they get all of their auto towers or something like that. And eventually, like Complexity have to go for like sick vacuum Sven stun plays in order to win. Could be wrong about that, but I'd imagine that's how it goes, just based on their heroes. But we'll see. Lion ends up getting picked off by somebody. Wasn't really paying attention. Spectre because she has the urn. Okay, so Mushi's going for the Manta build, which I like. It's good. Good this game because you can dodge so many things. Like Potom Arrow, you can dodge Stomp, you can dodge Sven Stun, Lion Impale, even Finger if you're a god, but that's kind of iffy. You can probably dodge Vacuum too. I'm not totally sure on that, but you probably can. That would be neat. More importantly, he gets HP to fight these heroes that are really strong. Ooh. Okay. That is terrible. Okay. Stretchy gets cast with the Centaur, so he's dead to all rates. Okay. That's rough. Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, someone else gets caught out. Handskin Fingers, Beastmaster. So what was the purpose here? My problem with this kind of play is like it makes space for Sven, which is nice, and he gets the ancient stack, but they could have just like gone up here, pushed, showed at the tower, and then backed off, and it would kind of do the same thing and be much safer. I'm not sure. I don't know. Whatever. That's a big deal. Okay. See Witch Doctor. He wants to ward this camp. Okay, so he already has warded it, actually. Okay, that's fine. Not sure when he did that, but that's a good placement. Okay, Nyx is deaded up. Looks like he's going for Blink or Midas. Probably Blink if he's support. Oh, this is interesting. Work of Underner. Okay, this is probably with the addition of the new item. This makes it worth it. This is something I used to build like a long time ago. I'm not saying I like called this by any means, but it's funny that I used to build this and it ends up being good. You know, because of a totally different thing, like a new item being added to the game. Interesting. Okay. So what is the function of this? This is to counter-initiate Darkseer to stop Potom from leaping, kill Lion solo, kill ET solo, potentially kill Sven solo if he doesn't get Warcry off. That's iffy though. I don't think that's true. He could help kill Sven, but yeah. Okay. That's cool. I like it. He needs to be really careful because his HP is low, but that's fine. Okay. Lion's dead. Oh no, he's not. Okay. So DJ didn't get there in time. That was a really smart TP by Hanskin. Actually, this is amazing. Hold on. If this is his plan, like if he knows that as a solo support that if he runs top and like shows on the map that Nyx and Spectre are gonna try to gank, which is like pretty obvious from their composition, if he does this, then he's a god. I don't think that's what happened. I think he was just TPing to the fight, but this could be like, if this were like Paladai or something, people would say it was like a masterful map movement play. I honestly think that might have been his intention, but either way, it was really good. Really fucking good. Okay, Mushi ends up getting a kill anyway, but still. Okay, Necro has been fed. Okay. Bots picked up by Limp, cool. Okay, Chessie ends up going for Blink, which is interesting. It's good. Very good with Darkseer. Okay, the cask is becoming an issue for them, but it's fine. Normally, I prefer S and Y Sven, but coL as a team, like, they're a team that's very centered around like early objectives and getting towers and fighting and doing these team play kind of things. So if you go for S and Y, like, it needs to be good in fights. And this is one of those games where you just need to blink in and fucking kill somebody in 2 seconds for it to work. For your hero to work anyway. So I think this is a fine choice. For complexity specifically, their playstyle. Okay. Okay. Nyx goes down. Cool. This should transition into an objective here. Chessie ends up going in. This is really... Yeah, okay. So this is just a big overextension by him. He sees the opportunity to kill the Witch Doctor, which is fine. But, like, that's only fine if he has no other teammates there, so pretty iffy play. Kind of game losey, to be honest, but it's okay. Okay, whatever. So what did they trade for this Sven death? Is probably like a tower mid or... Not really Roche, just mid and some farm time, I think. Those are the big things, but it's fine, whatever. Okay. Did they go in for the lane pushing mainly? I really think the main reason for going Windrunner was they wanted a stun and they wanted somebody who could lane against Potom. Those 2 reasons. And Windrunner can lane against her pretty easily. Better than most heroes anyway, so... I'd imagine that was the reasoning anyway. Why does... Mushi goes for Yasha into Relic. Into Radiance. What is the reasoning for this? I don't quite get this, but whatever. I guess it makes him better at killing Lion and like Potom a little bit in ET, but I can't say I'm too big a fan. But it's okay. What's up, it's Blake. I'll just call you Blake from now on. Or Blake B, I don't know. Okay. That's fine. Where did this kill happen? It happened down here. Okay, so that was just a setup with Beastmaster and Inspector. So this is a cool thing about Fnatic's lineup is that they have a lot of ways to scout with Nyx and Beastmaster. Windrunner to an extent as well, but less so. Then they also have Spectre who can show up anywhere at any time, get a free kill, get money towards her Radiance. So that's really cool. I like this kind of lineup. Yeah, I'm a fan. It's similar to a Wisp lineup, actually. But except you don't have a Wisp, obviously, you have a Spectre. Okay. That's fine. Expect... So this movement is a little weird to me. They're waiting to dive mid, I guess, but... It just seems like too ambitious. I don't know what this is. I guess they're just waiting to go mid, which is fine. Wait, oh, were they... Holy shit, were they scout... Wait, what the fuck? How does that even... What the fuck? Like... I don't think they were waiting for the courier, because they would wait here if they were doing that. But alright, whatever. I'll just say they're going for mid. Courier happens to go by with somebody's Blink Dagger. I think it's Beastmasters. That's rough. That's actually pretty impactful. This is a good play by them. I don't understand what they were doing there, other than trying to dive mid. Witch Doctor gets melted. Beastmaster's gonna get melted too. He has no counterplay here. He already used Aurora. Yeah, he's just dead. Okay. Shackle's coming up really soon. Jesse might actually... Yeah, Jesse's dead. 100% dead. Swindle's dead as well. Okay, that's pretty disastrous. Okay. Okay. So that's rough. Big reasons for that were, like, I think a lot of the CC was used on Witch Doctor at the beginning, which is okay, but not something you want to happen, really. Not too much to say about that. Also, Spectre just got his Radiance, you know, a bit before this, so... I'd imagine that was, like, a big fight turner. But, yeah, okay, whatever. I think he switched to Radiance because he figured they will have free farm for a bit since Sven will out-farm him. Maybe, but I don't think you go for Yasha if that's the case. But anyway, it's all good, whatever. Spectre is really farmed. Alright, this game is not good, but at the end of the day, coL has potential to end the game with vacuums and Sven cleaves, so I'm going to speed through it really fast. I think this is like on paper over if Fnatic had perfect positioning, but I know it's not going to happen. They're going to die at Rax or like somewhere in the jungle or whatever, and they're going to get clumped and killed most likely. That or complexity gets completely rolled from here. So I'm just going to speed through this. Okay, so this is make or break for complexity. This is really good. Yeah, complexity wins this fight. It's over. 100% fucking over. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. That was just like beautiful. The best scenario possible for complexity is they run into each other smoked, and they have AoE initiation, and Swindle's gonna just blink in and kill everyone. Or Swindle's gonna blink in and vacuum everyone. So it was a really good play by them. They needed to go for this kind of thing. They can't just wait and, you know, just let people farm because they're gonna get picked off, or they won't farm, you know, very heavily. So this is a really good play by them. I like that. They need to get objectives here though, or at least like vision. So they get their miracle fight. The only problem with this is like they need to do that again, and they need to do it again after that. And Fnatic should learn from that. Maybe they let it happen once more, but they just need to be really careful with their positioning in fights. Super important. Okay. So coL ended up going for Roche. They're backing off though. Also, Echo Saber on Sven made a big difference there. That was a lot of damage really fast. I'm a fan of that, I think, after seeing that, but who knows? Maybe that was just like the picture perfect scenario or whatever. So Echo Saber looks really good, but who knows? Okay. Okay. So Ichi dies, Chessie dies as well, okay. So that's the sort of thing that they have to avoid. I mean, obviously dying is bad, but they basically like... This is kind of why I said they needed to group and just go for Miracle Place with like vacuum and shit, because like Fnatic's lineup is so good at picking people off, and it's only going to get better as time goes on, with more items, more damage, stuff like that. So, okay. You think Spectre go Blade Mail? It's okay, honestly, but like the big heroes on this team that do damage are honestly Sven and like Potom, I guess. Potom, yeah, she does a lot of damage. It would be okay against Potom, but I don't think it's that necessary, to be honest. I think they have more than enough ways to kill her. It's not gonna like instantly kill her either, unless like she takes a lot of, or she gets a double Starfall and Spectre twice. I don't think Blade Mail is good this game, honestly. Not to diss here or anything, but yeah, basically like if you think about it this way, like, okay, with the way Blade Mail works now, wait, is this true? Fuck. Okay, so Blade Mail deals damage back to its target, according to the damage type, right? So if Sven has a ton of armor and he hits Spectre, who is Blade Mailed, he's not going to take much physical damage back because he has so much armor, if I'm understanding how that works correctly, with the 6.87 changes. So I don't think Blade Mail is that good this game. It's obviously okay against Lion and stuff, but very rarely would you ever buy a Blade Mail for Lion. I think his build is like completely fine here. This is optimal. The Yasha at the beginning was a little bit suspect, but I think it's totally fine. This is 100% fine, for sure. Okay.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Are fortified.
Okay. Vac comes out, doesn't really do much. They get damage with Starfall, but yeah, this is pretty much Rex.
Dire's bottom tower
ET's gonna come out and stall soon, but yeah, it's Rex. Okay. So I'm gonna go at 8 times, just to the rest of this, because like complexity can come back at any point, which is the thing. Okay, fight here. Wait, what did I just hit? No. Oh, F9 is pause. Okay, cool. More you know. Alright. Alright. So this is probably the end fight here, assuming a fight breaks out. Oh, they're playing like footsies kind of, except unintentionally. Arrow Scouts hits DJ, that's big. Cheshi Shackled, fight's over. Okay. There's no like Echo Stomp to stall this or anything. Okay, that's rough. So that'd be the fight, that's Roche. That's pretty much game.
Roshan has fallen.
I still feel obligated to watch till the end though, because they have such good like comeback potential here. I know they end up winning the series, spoiler alert, but yeah. Okay. Okay, line gets picked off, that's fine.
Dire's top tower.
Not fine actually, it's good for Fnatic, but yeah. Good pick up by them.
Dire's middle tower.
Okay, notice they have Mushi split pushing top at the same time, so that way he's not just wasted there sitting there. You know, he's putting pressure while also being able to hunt in, so that's good on his part.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Wait, what is this BKB? What the fuck? What? Alright. So he throws an arrow.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, he BKB because of the Nyx. Okay. Yeah, if he gets stunned, he dies. So this is like... This is a very unfortunate situation where like he has to BKB or he's gonna die. And if he BKBs, he's gonna lose. So this is just like him being in a bad spot and having to play accordingly. That is really shitty for him. But the problem was he was here and got scouted out.
Is under attack.
So it's like the BKB was good because he was going to die otherwise. But it was bad for him to be there in the first place, if that makes sense. Okay. So this fight is over.
Dire's top
Witch Doctor's dead, Nyx is dead.
tower has fallen.
Okay. So Mushi's gonna die. Buyback Haunts. These guys are all dead.
Top barracks are under attack.
Oh wait, he has buyback? He doesn't have buyback. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay. That'd be game. What the fuck, man? Alright. Oh my god, Mushi. Alright. So this is like... This would be totally fine if Mushi had buyback Haunts, because he would just go in and kill everyone. Everyone would be dead. They'd be fucked. They'd have no chance. But he doesn't have buyback, so this is actually a big mistake. This play would have been like pretty fine, honestly. I'm glad I kept watching because this is a good learning opportunity. It's fine to go for crazy team fights when you're Spectre and you're this far ahead, but you need buyback. Especially if you went for refresher builds. Like, not getting your second haunt off is really huge. It's that or you don't position so up front in the first place, which you kind of need to do as Spectre if you want to do stuff. But okay. Oh, whatever. Follow back in the game. Well, sort of.
Is under attack.
They're like... they're fake back in the game, because this is like... Yes, they can come back if they just win a bunch of fucking team fights in a row, but it's still really hard for them. One of those situations where you can't give up, but yeah, you can't give up no matter what. That's fine. All right, so ET is pressuring top a little bit. He ends up getting caught out. It looks like yields himself to dodge the axes. Okay, he gets roared. That's actually, it's a big death. That's losing the gem. Okay. Alright. I imagine the game is over fairly shortly. Unless Complexity keep getting miracle fights where they just wipe everyone, they're not gonna win this game. Not trying to be a pessimist either. I just, like, that's how it is. Okay. Swindle's looking for a pick-off here on the Windrunner. There's just a scan there. That was weird. Okay, I completely forgot about this shit. Holy fuck. Alright. So I scanned this. I don't know if they got any information, but interesting. Okay. I had no idea you had a Twitch. I just found you in recommended channels a minute ago. That's funny. Yeah. No, I leave the Twitch in my description of all my videos usually. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, dude. Okay. So BKB's up on Sven, but really this is kind of over, to be honest. Like, I imagine the game ends pretty much here. Limp, if oh, holy shit. Yikes. Alright, so they use all their BKBs on the haunts. That's not good. Limp is dead-ish. If he gets crit, he's dead. Okay, he didn't get crit. It's lucky. BKBs are out. Like, this fight is over by all rights. Mushi does not have refresher, so they're lucky on that regard. Okay. I still think this is okay. What happened here? Why did Mushi? This guy is like, it's so confusing because he's like, in some games he's a fucking god, but in this game I think if he just ran at these guys, like, they all die. Like, what do they do if there's a Spectre in here? They have no BKBs. They have nothing. I'm 99% sure if he just runs in here, like, or if he's here beforehand rather, not just runs in right now, that'd be bad. But if he's here at the start of the fight, like, this fight doesn't happen, they just, like, slow Caesar Axe and it'd be totally fine. Maybe I'm not seeing something, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I don't think these guys can handle it. I guess, like, did Potom bought back, right? Yeah, Potom bought back, so she's full HP for that reason. I don't know, whatever. No, we'll just go by it. I'll quit nitpicking. Being negative and all that. Alright. So, coL... They get an arrow on Mushi, which is nice. Okay, really nice vacuum. Holy shit. Okay, nice movement by Mushi. He's running, like, the proper ways here, which is good. Ends up getting caught, though, and he's gonna die. Okay. So, despite not being at the fight, and, you know, not going in on the hots and everything, Mushi ends up dying anyway. He puts some pressure on Complexity, but I still think that's pretty big. Okay, so yeah, coL are not out of the series. Honestly, like, despite coL losing, I think they're playing better. I really think this is more of a draft thing, if anything. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. That's what I feel. Their movements are much more clean and, like, decisive than Fnatic's. I don't know. Maybe that's, like, what makes Fnatic good, though, is their movements are never, like, they're just so erratic all the time, but they're erratic in, like, a I'm good at Dota way, which is different than the erratic, like, I'm not good at Dota way. Yeah, okay. Okay. So this game is really long, what the fuck? Oh, it ends soon, okay, that's fine. I figured it would end at like 35 minutes or so. Just when Fnatic were getting all these Raxes, but... Okay, Zephyr gets caught out. This is big. Sven gets Yules before he can BKB. Okay, he gets roared and dies in the focus fire. That's rough. Buys back. Oh, this is disastrous. Okay, so he God Strength before he died, and then he buys back, so he doesn't have God Strength now. Like, this game is rough now. He's not gonna have the damage to get kills here. They have to have a miracle play happen. Like, if Fnatic were paying attention here, they would know that Sven is weak as fuck, and they also don't have wall. So I think you try to look for a turn here. if anything.
Who spoiled that shot?
You let Mushi go do his own thing if he has haunts. Like, he has refreshers, so that's fine, yeah. Okay. I still think you should try to look for a fight here if you're Fnatic, but whatever, they choose to back off. That's safe, whatever. Not horrible, but I think fighting there would have been a better option. Yeah, they choose to go for a Rosh instead, which I think is awful. I think this is a horrible strategic decision. Like, it's good to pressure Rosh, but going for this and, like, staying in the pit is really fucking bad. Like, you need to have Spectre push out lanes more before you do this. Until you see anybody, anyway. Like, you can't just go for a blind Rosh like this. At least they didn't commit everyone to the pit, but, like, they're lucky they didn't get Darkseered. Nice dodge by DJ. Really nice dodge, actually, by dodging Vendetta. Okay. Okay. Lion ends up dying. They're getting spells off, that sucks. Okay, Sven died. Yeah, okay, that's game. Sven's done, yeah. Okay, nothing to see here. Yep, okay. So that was interesting comp by Fnatic. I always like Nyx and Spectre comps. Or just any kind of like global ganking comps with like Beastmaster or Scutters. So it's cool. Okay. Overall though, I think Complexity played like pretty well, honestly, for a loss. And not trying to like suck their dick or anything, but I think that was fine. That was a fine game. They had a nice comeback rotation, like in the jungle, where they got a nice back wall. And Sven combo, so that's cool. Okay. So I think now it is time for some Overwatch.